committee eventually come to an agreement on Wednesday, or the impasse persists? KTN's political affairs reporter David Mudoka explores the fate of the Bomas talks.
It is now or never for the Bomas talks between the government and the opposition, with tomorrow much likely the last day of the talks. The members have one final opportunity to iron out their issues and agree on proposals to lower the skyrocketing cost of living in the country. For the past 1 week, both parties have not been seen eye to eye after failing to agree on ways to resolve the issue during the talks' penultimate session held last Wednesday, while the opposition proposed that the 16% VAT on fuel be reduced by half to 8% and the 1.5% housing levy be scrapped off or made voluntary. The government declined, maintaining that both levies were untouchable. The impasse prompted a storming out of negotiators from the opposition side.
It is important that we hear from Treasury, and that is where they should help us crack that issue. Because at the end of the day, they are the ones who collect the revenue, they are the ones who dispense, of course, service government programs, and so at this time we all know the country is crying out.
That's why we asked for time out to make further consultations, principally with the National Treasury, and we shall be recalling the Cabinet Secretary in charge of the National Treasury to join us when we reconvene next week on Wednesday.
Treasury Cabinet Secretary Professor Njuguna Ndung'u was invited to appear before the committee to propose solutions or alternatives that can see the cost of living come down, and is set to appear before the committee on Wednesday. The Treasury Cabinet Secretary could, however, have a hard time convincing the opposition side that has already threatened to pull out of the talks should the cost of living issue fail to be aptly addressed. On top of that, a section of leaders from Kalonzo Musyoka's Wiper Party on Tuesday vowed to begin an anti-President William Ruto campaign, who they blame for the runaway cost of living. Alternatively, the leaders called on Kenyans to back Kalonzo Musyoka's 2027 presidential bid.
When President Kibaki came to power, he did not blame President Moi for anything. He went on. In the first 100 days, there was a change. In fact, upon his election, the shilling gained against the dollar. The biggest problem in Kenya is corruption, and the current government is encouraging corruption instead of fighting corruption.
Come 2027 or before 2027 is Dr. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka and Azimio, na Azimio tutakaa imara tukiwa hatuna bugudha yoyote na mtu yoyote.
The Wiper leaders spoke at the Wiper Party headquarters in Nairobi after welcoming new members from Meru, Embu, Narok and Tharaka Nithi counties. David Muthoka, KTN News.
Well, that's it.